A very good morning to all our viewers. You're watching the morning news on CNN News 18 and I am Anjali Pandey here to take you through all the latest news from in and around the world. Starting off the bulletin with some breaking news that's coming in from the state of Tamil Nadu. Now, DMK Minister Udhayanidhi Stalin has hit out at the central government over Senthil Balaji's arrest. He said, and I quote, "We will deal with it legally. We are not afraid of the threatening politics of the BJP-led central government." Now, this reaction comes after Senthil Balaji was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate, and Udhayanidhi Stalin has reacted strongly to the arrest and has said that they will deal with it legally. Let's listen in.
நான் பேசுறேன். ஒன்றிய அரசுடைய இந்த ஹோட்டல் மிரட்டல்கள்லாம் திராவிட முன்னேற்றம் அஞ்சாவது நாங்கள் மிஸ்ஸாவே பார்த்தவங்க நாங்கள் ஃபேஸ் பண்ணுவோம், சட்டப்படி நாங்கள் சந்திப்போம் அப்படின்னு நான் பேசுறேன். ஒன்றிய அரசுடைய இந்த ஹோட்டல் மிரட்டல்கள்லாம் திராவிட முன்னேற்றம் அஞ்சாவது நாங்கள் மிஸ்ஸாவே பார்த்தவங்க நாங்கள் ஃபேஸ் பண்ணுவோம், சட்டப்படி நாங்கள் சந்திப்போம்.
CNN News 18's Purnima Murli is joining us on this story. Purnima, so DMK Minister Udhayanidhi Stalin has reacted strongly after Senthil Balaji's arrest and he has said that he will deal with this legally.
Absolutely. As we were talking about, the only option left for the DMK is to take the legal course, and Udhayanidhi Stalin and other senior leaders had visited the hospital. This is the Omandurar hospital where Senthil Balaji, the DMK minister, is currently being medically examined and he's kept under observation. Senior leader Udhayanidhi was one of the first to come here, and after he in fact went inside, he came out and spoke to News 18 Tamil Nadu and said that and called it a politically motivated raid, and also said that the ED had harassed Senthil Balaji. He's been kept under observation, and also said that DMK will now take the legal course, and these kind of threats by the union government is something that the DMK will not get scared, is also something that Udhayanidhi added. Several senior leaders of the DMK have come here to visit Senthil Balaji, many of them saying that the minister was in fact harassed. But let me give you a background of the case. The case dates back to Senthil Balaji's tenure as the transport minister between 2011 to 2015. When he was a transport minister, there were candidates who alleged that he had collected bribes promising government jobs and had in fact taken this forward. They've moved the court. The latest was the Supreme Court hearing that said that the Enforcement Directorate can continue its probe into the job scam that took place during Senthil Balaji's tenure as the transport minister when he was with the ADMK.
Right. Purnima, please continue.
And this case dates back to then. So this is the case that dates back to 2014, and ever since then, in fact, Senthil Balaji, the BJP said that Senthil Balaji should resign as the power and electricity minister for the Enforcement Directorate to conduct a fair and thorough probe. And they had also submitted a memorandum to Governor R.N. Ravi. And remember, yesterday at around 7:30 a.m., ED officials reached the official residence of Senthil Balaji at his Chennai residence in Greenways Road, and the raids began then. At around 2:30 p.m., another team was sent to the secretariat to conduct raids, and this is when the DMK said that who gave these agencies permission to enter the secretariat, and also accused the BJP of trying to impact or trying to work against cooperative federalism, and we've seen other opposition parties also come out in support. And after that, at around 1:50 a.m., that was in the wee hour of Wednesday, we saw ED officials all set to arrest Senthil Balaji when he reportedly complained of chest pain and was rushed to Omandurar hospital. And since then, he's been kept under observation, but ED confirms that he has been arrested, but because he's complained of chest pain, he's currently being treated here at Omandurar Hospital. Meanwhile, outside the hospital, you can see a lot of security, police personnel beefed up here outside the hospital. He's been arrested, but because he complained of chest pain, he's been kept under observation at the Omandurar Medical Hospital. And here, a lot of senior leaders from the DMK, right from Udhayanidhi Stalin to other senior leaders, have come here to visit. And as we speak, you can see another DMK minister, higher education minister Ponmudi, has arrived at the hospital to visit Sendil Balaji. So a lot of action here with a lot of senior members visiting Sendil Balaji, coming out and saying that he was harassed by the ED and calls it a politically motivated raid, adding that these arrests are only politically motivated and the DMK will not get scared because of the raids and the arrests that followed in this case. And as we speak, there you have the higher education minister Ponmudi now entering the hospital. Several leaders are now entering the hospital, and they are condemning this arrest, calling it illegal, unlawful. Back to you.
All right, Purnima, thank you for those details. Please stay with us for more updates on this. Now let's listen into some reactions on this story.
No, next course of action will be decided only by the high-level command of the party, sir. Now it is absolutely, what is happening is absolutely illegal, unlawful, is unconstitutional. It is only to harass the party and the image of our leader, Mr. DMK Stalin, in order to fetch unlawful gain by the Modi government in course of forthcoming parliamentary election. All this has been happening. So it is only intention is to harass.
We don't know the exact medical condition, but this is totally illegal and unconstitutional arrest because the grounds of arrest was not shown to him, was not informed to him. The grounds of arrest was not informed to his relatives or friends. In fact, the arrest was also not intimated to any of his friends or relatives, for that matter. Then the Supreme Court time and again says that for these offences, even if it is investigated by any agency, a notice under Section 41 capital A is mandatory. That was not given. He was detained from 7 a.m. yesterday morning, and all of a sudden he was picked up. This is what the ED is doing. This is totally an illegal action on the part of the ED. We will face it legally.
Crossing over to our correspondent Purnima Murli. Purnima, so as you mentioned that the ED had also raided Balaji's residence. So was anything recovered during the raids?
Well, so far no official statement on the recoveries made following the searches and the raids. What we are given to understand is that all we know from the Enforcement Directorate Department is that they had gone there to continue their probe into the money laundering case that dates back to 2014 when there were candidates who were promised government jobs who allegedly paid bribes to Sendil Balaji when he was a transport minister. And this happened during the 2014 period, and that is why the Enforcement Directorate had gone there to continue its investigation. Sendil Balaji was not at his residence when the ED officials reached his residence. He said he will fully cooperate with the agencies when he came back from his routine walk, and he entered his house. Since then, the raids continued. The raids happened for more than 18 hours. Following that, we've seen the arrest, but we'll have to wait for more details in terms of the total seizures made and more details on what have the ED officials recovered. So that is something that we will know once there is an official press release from the ED department. Meanwhile, DMK says that Sendil Balaji was harassed during the ED raids, and that is why he is currently kept under observation at the Omandurar Medical Government Hospital here in Chennai.